Recently, while surfing the news channels, I came across this.
अगर आप या आपके परिवार का कोई सदस्य पूरे दिन में 2 घंटे से ज्यादा वीडियो गेम खेलता है और ऐसा करते हुए लगातार कई महीने बीत चुके हैं, तो ये मान लीजिए कि आप मानसिक रूप से बीमार होने वाले हैं और आपको इलाज की जरूरत पड़ सकती है। आप में से बहुत से माता पिता अपने बच्चों के वीडियो गेम खेलने वाली लत से परेशान होंगे। आपकी शिकायत होगी कि बच्चे मानते नहीं हैं और इसके बाद आप इस बात को नजरअंदाज करना शुरू कर देते होंगे। लेकिन वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की नई रिपोर्ट के मुताबिक ऐसा करके आप अपने बच्चों का बहुत बड़ा नुकसान कर रहे हैं।
The line the media is towing is PUBG game is bad and your kid will go mad if he continues playing it. To that I would like to say, don't blame the kid or the game if you fail in parenting. Your first fail is listening to the news media rather than talking to your child. I wonder how many parents have scolded their kids for playing PUBG and how many of them actually sat with the kid and maybe played a game or two and tried to figure out what about this game their child finds so interesting and how is this game actually good or bad. I think Indian media has collectively decided that the best way to get TRPs is to scare the shit out of its audience. They are scaring people about anything and everything, but PUBG and video gaming in general is something very close to my heart. And here I'd like to do something that news channels didn't do. Try to explain this topic with some sort of nuance. In this video essay, we'll talk about why PUBG is so addictive, the parental concerns regarding video games, changing online multiplayer gaming atmosphere, and the overall seriousness of the problem. So let's first begin with the gameplay mechanic which makes PUBG, Fortnite and Battle Royales in general so addictive. For the longest time, multiplayer shooters used to be teams of two fighting each other. Think of Counter-Strike, Halo and Call of Duty, which was fun, but it got repetitive after a while, and all matches played in a similar way. PUBG's Battle Royale format is so addictive because no two games are the same. A constantly shrinking play area, random spawn of weapons and gear, abundance of transport options makes every game that you play a unique experience. And because of no respawns, each death feels meaningful and no one wants to end on a low note. So people play match after match trying to chase that chicken dinner or that victory royale. Before we talk about addictive behavior, I'll let Satan explain dopamine.
So you've got dopamine, right? That's the chemical that gets released in your brain whenever you do something pleasurable, like eating, sex, and that's just nature, right? Like rabbits and fish and shit. They need dopamine so that they want to consume and reproduce.
Okay.
But because humans have progressed and now have access to all the shit they want whenever they want it, it's easy for them to overdo and have dopamine problems. You know, it's not fucking rocket science.
So the takeaway from it is don't overdo it. This is just as true for gaming or PUBG as with anything else. So what are the parental concerns and what can they do about it? First, and most important of all, is check the ESRB rating of the game your kid is playing. ESRB is Entertainment Software Ratings Board and it tells you which game is for which age group. While doing the research for this essay, I came across this kid.
पबजी नाम का यह मोबाइल गेम बच्चों में बहुत प्रचलित है, लेकिन जरूरी नहीं कि हर बच्चा इस खेल का दीवाना हो। अहद 11 साल का 6वीं कक्षा में पढ़ने वाला छात्र जिसने मुहिम छेड़ी है कि इस खेल को बंद किया जाना चाहिए। अहद, आपको ऐसा क्यों लगता है कि पबजी खेल बंद होना चाहिए? ऐसा क्या है उसमें?
मुझे ये गेम पहले से पसंद था, अब पसंद नहीं है क्योंकि इसमें बहुत वायलेंस है, ये बच्चों को इन्फ्लुएंस करता है और ये एडिक्टिव है।
At 11 years of age, he has no business playing PUBG, let alone commenting on it. Again, I don't blame the kid here. His parents and the reporter who hasn't done his homework are to be blamed. I understand that controlling game time when a child is playing on smartphones is tough. It's easily visible if someone is playing on a console or a PC, and the time spent playing can be measured. But that is not the case with smartphones. Then what can be done? To be honest, nothing much. If someone has free time, and kids and teenagers usually do, they fill it with some sort of activity. Right now, for most of the people, that activity is PUBG. But if they have other interests or hobbies, that time will be divided and could be spent more productively. I recently had a week off from work due to a transfer, and I spent the entirety of the duration playing Fortnite, day in and day out. I didn't eat on time or sleep on time, I just played Fortnite. To an outside observer, it will seem like a case of game addiction, but it was just a phase. My new project has started, and now I haven't played Fortnite in about 6 months. The point I'm trying to make here is if your child isn't studying because he plays Pubg all the time doesn't mean Pubg is to blame. It means your child isn't interested in studying, and if not Pubg, he or she will fill that time up with something else. So it would be more helpful if you tried to develop the child's interest in studies rather than prohibiting them from playing a game. Toxic environment in online multiplayer is a cause of concern, and many players have left playing because of abusive language and hateful comments directed at them. And games like Overwatch have a massive toxicity problem, where you can't even play a single match without some kid screaming at you. And it's not like the kids are entirely to blame here. Most of them have a TV in their own room, where they can curse away at other players in peace. When I was growing up, we had one TV in the living room, and when I played, there was always someone around. Thus, there was a limit to how I could show my rage. If I had my own TV in my room, would I have behaved in a toxic way? Maybe. So, if you're concerned about your child being a victim or a perpetrator of online toxicity, ask them to limit their communication options and don't use voice chat while playing online. So, is this problem serious, or is it even a problem? The things these news channels are saying about Pubg or video games, that it ruins kids, or it changes their mental state, or makes them more violent or less attentive. This is nothing new. Same shit was said about comic books, rock and roll, movies, cartoons, you name it. Here's an old news segment about the rise of Nintendo in America.
It may be the most addictive toy in history, and it's definitely the hottest thing this Christmas. Nintendo video games. They first arrived from Japan 3 years ago, and now millions of American kids are hooked and mesmerized. When they do stop to talk, it's in a language only they understand. Well, John Stossel went out to discover the secret of Nintendo's success. But first he had to find one.
क्या कभी सोचा है कि जिस हजारों गीगाबाइट के कंटेंट से आप घिरे हुए हैं उनमें कुछ ऐसा भी है जो आपको एंटरटेन करने के साथ साथ अपना गुलाम भी बना रहा है। ऑनलाइन गेमिंग का चस्का बच्चों और युवाओं को कुछ इस कदर अपने गिरफ्त में ले रहा है कि उनके व्यक्तित्व को ही बदल दे रहा है, उनकी लाइफस्टाइल बदल जाती है। इन दिनों पबजी नाम का एक ऐसा ही गेम है जो ऑनलाइन क्रेज बना हुआ है। प्लेयर
Not that different from Indian news channels coverage, right? Even some of the shots are the same. Anything done in excess is bad for you, be it studying or gaming. There should be a healthy balance between the both, and it's up to the parents how they enforce that. Video game tournaments are now gaining in popularity, and pretty soon, playing video games too will be a viable career option. Playing outdoor games were considered a waste of time when I was growing up. But now, because of IPL, Olympics, and Commonwealth's popularity, parents are encouraging their kids to participate in athletics. I hope same thing will happen for gaming soon.